In 2013, Elisa Lam vanished inside LA's most notorious hotel. Days later, guests complained that their water tasted off. What came next sparked a global internet frenzy, a creepy elevator video, wild conspiracies, and ghost stories galore. But here's the truth. Elisa wasn't haunted, she was hurting, and what happened to her has less to do with the paranormal and everything to do with mental health. So let's talk about the part that everyone knows. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old student from Vancouver who checked into LA's Cecil Hotel on January 2013. And the Cecil Hotel is infamous because of a serial killer that stayed there. Unaliving oneself have happened there, and the hotel itself was kind of the basis for American Horror Story Hotel, even down to the aesthetics. Elisa was last seen alive on January the 31st, and then a few days later, the LAPD released a surveillance video that became internet legend. She presses all of the elevator buttons, peeks out, and then hides, and then makes some strange hand movements, and then vanishes. That video kicked the conspiracy engine into overdrive. People said she was being followed, possessed, time-travelled, drugged, killed by the hotel staff, or other demonic things.
Close the door! If you're trying to hide from somebody, what are you doing?
I think she might be running away from someone trying to kill her?
And then there's that whole thought, when you watch she's hiding from someone's stalking her.
What, you're just gonna disappear? What is going on?
What? Did she get abducted?
On February the 19th, maintenance workers opened a rooftop water tank after guests reported foul water. Inside was Elisa, naked, floating face up, no bruising, no signs of assault, no alcohol, and no recreational drugs found in her system. The official cause of death was accidental drowning, with bipolar disorder listed as a significant factor. You see, Elisa had a history of mental illness. Her Tumblr and her blogs talked openly about her struggle with bipolar disorder and depression. While her meds were found in her system, they were at low levels, meaning she likely skipped some doses. That's dangerous, especially for someone in a manic or a psychotic episode. Experts believe that she suffered a mental health crisis, probably delusional. And that's what we see in the elevator. Not ghosts, not killers, not demons. A young woman in visible distress. So how did this become a Netflix documentary and 1,000 Reddit threads? Simple. Fear sells. It's easier to believe that Elisa was cursed than to face that she was a real person in a very real crisis. Some say the tank was sealed and she couldn't have got in, but that's not true. The hatch was open when she was found. Others say she couldn't have gotten onto the roof. Wrong again. There's a fire escape, a ladder, easy rooftop access. The real horror story here isn't about ghosts. It's that Elisa was alone, spiraling and vulnerable, in a place that didn't understand her. Her death should remind us how serious bipolar disorder is and how often it's so misunderstood. Mania can cause racing thoughts, paranoia, hallucinations. You might not even recognise the person you love when they're in one of these manic states. If Elisa had had support that day, someone trained to recognise the signs, maybe she'd still be here. It's quite tempting to get caught up in spooky tales and internet puzzles, but Elisa Lam wasn't a mystery. She was a daughter, a student, a blogger. She was a human being. If we want to honour her, we don't need another ghost story. We need better conversations around mental illness, compassion for those that are struggling, and real help when people need it.